CRA regular meeting, January 3, 2018.
How are you doing tonight?
Hey, Tommy, all right, no, that's all right. I just want to get going with it. Everybody ready? Happy New Year, everybody. I'd like to call to order the Community Redevelopment Agency regular meeting, January 3rd, 2018, approximately 6 p.m. Please join Member Brimer for a moment of silence and the pledge.
Everybody would please rise for a moment of silence. Thank you. If you join me in the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Moving on to agenda item 3, citizens' comments for non-agenda items. The floor is open. Non-agenda items. Hearing none, back for members' comments. Mindy, did you start? Okay.
Or make my mouth, but no.
All right, okay.
Happy New Year.
Okay. Executive Director's Report.
Oh, I'm sorry, we don't have anything to report.
Still to wake her up. No. Okay. Mark that off. Moving on to agenda item 6, discuss take action on facade grant application for the property located at 1370 Highway A1A. Dave Allison. Okay. John?
Well, good evening, everyone. The property at 1370 Highway A1A, a lot of us remember it as the old Curbs Plaza. It's really been vacant, and for at least the last couple of years, for the most part. There's had a couple of long-term tenants, but it certainly has not been living up to its potential. In addition to that, it's almost 100% impervious. It's really devoid of landscaping. It's got insufficient parking, non-conforming parking, traffic aisles, got some stormwater issues. And the Allisons, they purchased it about 6 months ago. And unfortunately, they got waylaid a little bit with the hurricane, but they're very motivated to start this project. Phase 1 of that project is to correct a lot of these exterior deficiencies. So what they're planning to do is a complete makeover, essentially, starting from the top down. To give you just kind of a general overview, that what they're proposing is it has an existing flat roof. So they're looking to put a mansard type of roof on it with a metal facade to it, and it'll have some nice corner towers that will help just kind of announce that whole building on that corner. In addition to that, there will be some socket lighting. And actually, let me back up to the roof a second. One of the challenges with this flat roof is it slopes to the south. So in essence, it slopes towards the mansard. So they had to come up with some engineering to deal with that. So one of the ways they're doing it is, and it's in the plan, is to actually slope it away from that, so everything is going to drain on the north side of the building. So while the facade is not paying for a re-roof, they're not doing an entire re-roof. Part of the facade is to slope that on half of that roof to get everything to drain off to the north side of the building. So in addition to the mansard, there's also going to be available signage on the mansard, and then you'll have socket lightings moving down. The whole building will be stuccoed and painted. There will be some nice corning put on the corners, as well as some banding. The sidewalks will be stained and sealed. The parking lot is going to be completely reconfigured to both make conforming parking, reduce some of the asphalt where possible. We had to be very careful on how much asphalt. I would love to have reduced it more, but again, we ran into an issue where we had to have sufficient parking. The good news is the council recently approved for smaller parking sizes, that 9 by 18, and that has really helped get that impervious down just a little bit. So again, we're going to realign all that to seal coat and stripe and do an asphalt coat on the parking lot, put some curbing in that will separate the landscaped areas, the newly landscaped areas, as well as some irrigations and new plantings everywhere we could. Additionally, we're going to try to deal with some drainage problems that are on the lot. There's a stormwater grate right there on the property, and Cinnamon actually, as well as the parking lot, drain into that, so he's going to try to rework some of that. On the west side of the building, he recently purchased the property with the idea of hopefully at some point here, once he wraps this project up, look at maybe rezoning that commercial, turning that one into a mixed-use project, adding a second-story residential, and it will also allow him to do a cross-parking to add some additional parking for the plaza and the adjacent property he bought. That's also where he will put a trash enclosure to, help screen that. Essentially, that's the project in a nutshell. As far as the price of the project, what we're looking at, and again, this is phase one, which is what we're involved in. Phase two, haven't got into yet, and that's going to be 100% on the Allisons to do the tenant build-outs, and I know he's looking at a couple different restaurants to try to get in there, as well as some office spaces. But the amount of the estimated amount for the project is between $191,549 and $200,000. We have a $75,000 cap, so based on the 2-to-1, that would have been $116,549. Of course, we had the cap of 75. That's what is in the budget. We put that in there last year when we started having conversations with Mr. Allison to make sure that we had funds available to help him with this project.
Thank you very much.
Staff would recommend to approve the facade grant amount of $75,000.
Okay. First, the Allisons, thank you for investing in our city. I appreciate it. Thanks. I mean, nice looking project, and appreciate you taking the time and the effort to make it look better. Question just to the attorney, everything fits?
Yep, I reviewed it, had no issues with it.
Great, thank you. Council comments?
I just have one quick question.
No, go ahead.
So we paid to put the facade grant, which looks awesome. When you do go to next phase with the residential, will all that be removed and something else? So will it be kind of done in vain with the, because believe me, I'm all for the residential side of it, but will we be investing into the facade?
Yeah, let me clarify. That's another project, another day.
Okay.
So what we're dealing with is strictly the 1370 Highway A1A. That was just to kind of give you a little teaser of what's to come.
Gotcha. Okay. Cool. That's all.
Yeah, that property to the west was just recently purchased. It's so close to the plaza that we just felt that it was going to be a problem for an owner to live there. And if when the plaza becomes more successful, then we just needed to buy it.
Okay. Cool. All right.
Thank you. Further discussion?
I just want to say, echo Frank's, thank you. I mean, you guys did a great job on the property there at A1A and Shell Street. It looks, I mean, I was there again last night. I mean, I love going there. And I think this is going to do something that's going to spruce up that corner. It meets the requirements that we were looking at for properties along A1A. And I think it's going to be a wonderful project. And again, thank you for, helping us help you.
Thank you. Thank you for your support.
Mark?
Either Kathy or David, either one, and it has nothing to do with this project. I just never had a chance to talk to you about how's it worked out with the parking and everything at Shell. I mean, is the whole thing, I mean, it always seems to be busy and that sort of thing. I just kind of wanted some feedback, David, if you could. Again, it has nothing to do with this, so.
Parking where?
At Shell Street.
The burn permits are a problem, the beach fires, but otherwise, people are going to park there, go to the beach, okay? Hopefully they go in and have a pizza, hopefully, I'm not going to sit out there and police everybody, but, I mean, it's worked out real good, I think.
Okay.
I mean, I see people, go to the beach, come back, they go to the restaurant, they have lunch outside on the deck, and it's actually pretty good success.
That's what we would want. Yeah, that's perfect. Good to hear that. Okay.
I'd echo, I've been there a few times and actually watched people go up just to get pizza to bring it back to the beach.
I would like to see another larger, please stay off the dune sign, because almost every time I'm down there, somebody's on that dune. They're just walking right over that fence.
Wow.
Because they're somebody. So we just need another sign.
Yeah,
Okay.
agreed.
Thank you. Great.
I was there a couple days ago, and I saw the same thing.
Okay, we take note of it, and, see if we can get
Thank
that.
you, guys.
We are looking at possibly taking away the bonfires in that area, and we bring that to council when we come to that recommendation, but we are having problems over there. It's okay at Pelican when you have a very large bonfire happen, because there's no business that impacts, but over at Shell Street, it takes up all the parking. And then if the bathrooms for some reason close after 10 and they're still going on, they go and use the restrooms at public outlets, and that's very frustrating to the owners. So we probably will look at that unless we can control it a different way. They did change some of the rules to see if that works, but I'm not getting any good feedback so far, so.
Let's just make, we don't let it go too far, we somehow
Yeah,
curtail it, so we can make it
And
work.
while we're looking at, the dunes, there's one spot in Pelican Beach Park where it's continually being used. We had, at one point in time, had it kind of like cordoned off over there. But it is, but it's not really effective, because they're going around it or over it. Because when I was there at the last beach cleanup thing, I'd do the parking lot and pick up the butts. And I went over there, and there's people that, you can tell they park right there and they go right over it right there. So I don't know what we, maybe we, do something different. Maybe Alan can look at it
yeah,
and figure
we'll
something
put
out.
some heads together and see if there's,
Let's do that,
Something
let's
to do.
finish this here, I'll open up for
I'll make
public comment on agenda item 6. Hearing no public comment, back to council.
I'll make a motion to approve the recommended commercial site improvement grant of up to $75,000 for 1370 Highway 1A Beach Plaza.
Second.
I have a motion by Vice Chair Montanaro, second by Member Gibson. Any further discussion? Hearing none?
Member Gibson?
Yes.
Member Osmer?
Yes.
Member Brimer?
Yes.
Member Montanaro?
Yes.
Chair Patino?
Yes. Motion passes 5-0. Thank you, staff. Thank you guys for doing it.
It's gonna look awesome.
Appreciate it. Moving on to number 7. Any further business we need to discuss? Okay. This time, meeting's adjourned.
Hey, Dave, you look awful good. I just like
Good night.
to say. Man, that guy
Thank you.
cleans up good.
That last time he's coming here.
Came to us, so I figured out.
Yeah, considering I see him almost every day across the street at the apartments.
Oh.
And I talked to him